I was getting distracted by the real estate business. With what we're doing right now, we're solving problems that have never been solved before. I had to ask myself the tough questions. Why do I have a wholesaling business? And what I did, this is not being a good leader. And I realized like what I want to do is build a company I can sell. Once I exit, I'm going to have my own Optimus army.
AI using AI.
Not long. So I'm going as hard as fast as I can right now. I'm barely sleeping these days, right?
It could get really, really dark.
I think the purge is probably what's going to get us.
Why is your AI better than everybody else's AI?
Hey guys, here's all the people that made the team. Strat.
Because the person who gets that first is taking a huge risk, but your upside is like you take over the world right now. Welcome to the Deal Champs podcast. I'm your co-host, Strat Daddy.
Strat Daddy here.
Strat Daddy. We have the Captain America, Dean Rogers. We're going to do some quick little intros. My name's Stratton Brown. I've scaled 2 different companies to 7 figures, and I built a 7-figure real estate portfolio all before I was 30. I learned how to make money in real estate a lot from this guy right here. And we are here to show you guys how to do it, because the best thing I've ever been given is that I can make money out of thin air, and it's pretty awesome. We have the Captain America, Mr. Dean Rogers.
AKA. Yeah, I'm here. So, guys, super excited to be here today. We got a very special guest in his studio. So we're going to get into lots of good stuff today. But I started my career in the NFL, then transitioned to corporate, then into real estate. Been doing that for over a decade now. Done over 750 deals, 8-figure rental portfolio. And we are coaching and mentoring people with the Deal Champs community. So you guys can always check us out at dealchamps.com.
And now we have Kung Fu Sales Master Steve Trang, a.k.a. Steve-O.
So thanks for having me. Thanks for
AI Master.
AI Master. I'm a little bit of everything. So yeah,
he's gonna be a Kung Fu AI Master soon when he's got
Kung Fu Sales
his robot.
AI Master.
When I get my Optimus army,
he teaches Kung Fu.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's definitely gonna happen. Once I exit, I'm gonna have my own Optimus army.
They're only $20,000. He says he's gonna come to market.
There's no way.
He says they're coming to
that
market.
Sounds almost impossible.
It sounds
maybe
impossible.
Someday.
He said the coming to market at $20,000 a pop.
There will be a lot sold if it's at 20K.
Yeah, I just don't see a world.
Automatically. I'm in automatically. 20K?
It's not even a question, right? I mean, it's going to do my landscaping, my pool cleaning, my meal prep, my laundry.
Ooh, the meal prep, that one's
the meal prep.
Huge.
But it can't taste.
Who cares?
You program it to tell it, put this much seasoning on. You don't even have to worry about that.
I don't know. How's it going to know the temperature?
How much time?
I don't even care if it tastes good if it does the meal prep for me.
There's a process to cook. We could teach you that.
Yeah, it's done.
Put the
20K
chicken
is done.
in the oven,
Swipe it.
400
done.
degrees for 20 minutes.
Swipe it on the credit card. I'll get 2.
We'll make it back.
Yeah.
We'll make it back. I'll put it on a credit card and I'll show you how I'll use 2 Optimus robots to make $80,000 in 6 months.
Yeah.
Steve.
It will use AI to make calls.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
AI using AI.
We're locked in. Do you think AI is going to take over the world, Steve?
So I was talking to someone last week who was very optimistic, right, about the future, and then I had to dark it down for him.
I've heard a lot of dark sides of these stories.
Who are these people who are
Are you on the
optimistic?
dark side or the light side?
I mean, back on PTD, when ChatGPT came out, right, when it made it splash, I was like, all right, guys, market here. We got 5 years, right? I proclaimed that. I still stand by it. Now, Stratton says we got 7 more years, so it's longer. But
Pretty long.
What we were at a Starbucks, and he's like, there's no way that we can replace these baristas, right? Like, there's not in the regard like they can't do it, but like people want to have the human experience.
Yeah.
Right? And I was like, well, if someone was wearing a Neuralink, would you be okay buying coffee from them? He's like, yeah. It's like, well, then how far are we from a Neuralink connected human to an Optimus? I think we're right there. So like, it's just that slippery slope. Being AI
What
power.
would the Neuralink do for the person?
I mean, they're basically going to have all of human history's knowledge in their brain, right? So
That one's scary because I feel like...
Is that where that's going?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the person who gets that first is taking a huge risk, but your upside is like you take over the world right now.
yeah, super processing, right? So like you got between what the human brain can do and what AI's knowledge and database, I think it's kind of crazy what that. I mean, it can people that can't walk can walk now, right? It is gonna be pretty nuts. So yeah, I think that as far as like whether it's gonna be dark, where the future is gonna be, I think that it's gonna be one of a few things, right? Best case scenario, which I don't think is going to happen, but best case scenario is it's going to be, we're all going to be living like Star Trek, The Next Generation. Where you're like, hey,
Sounds pretty cool.
computer, make me spaghetti, right? And it just kind of makes a spaghetti, right? Like that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Right behind that, I think is Wall-E, right? Where we're all just like really fat and things just rolling around and giving us like gulp busters or whatever. But then the other one,
Like America already. Keep going.
yeah. But then the other one is like, I think you guys choose between, is it gonna be the Purge or like the AI revolution, right? I think the Purge is probably what's gonna get us, which is why I want the Optimus army. But then the last one is Terminator 2.
Because no one has jobs anymore. What are they going to do?
Yeah.
There's not gonna be any commerce. Like all the the haves and the have-nots will be huge. Are you guys Dune fans?
No.
Dune?
I mean, I've seen it, but I haven't like gotten that excited about it.
So the
You seem pretty excited.
the basis of Dune is that they had like this called Butlerian Jihad, and it's the war against the thinking machines. And so Dune starts off where they kill all of the computers because essentially the computers enslaved everybody,
Interesting.
and they knew that
I
they
did
had
not
to
know
get
that.
rid of them.
Yeah, or like the Matrix.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Why
anyway,
are they in the desert though? That's what I'm curious about.
everything becomes the desert probably. I haven't watched the movie. But
Oh, it's sick. You need to go watch it. Watch it in IMAX though. The sounds are great.
yeah.
Watch it in IMAX. So you think it could get really, really dark? What can people implement in AI into their business and real estate business right now that is going to help them get ahead to where I think you got to buy a lot of rentals personally and stack some cash?
Before we go there, question I'm dying to ask. So, you basically quit your real estate investing business
Yeah.
to go all in on AI.
Not to go all in on AI, to go all in on sales training.
Go all in on sales training.
Yeah.
It's combined with AI.
Now we added that layer this
That's
year.
true. That's true.
Yeah.
Why?
So, I've had a lot. So I had my accountability buddy since 2011, right? So we met every month since 2011, like November 2011, who's been like my best friend since like 7th grade, right? He sold his company for multiple 8 figures, not quite 9 figures, multiple 8 figures. And he's been in my ear forever about building a business you can sell. Build a business you can sell. Build a business you can sell. Like
Talks about that.
everything you're doing is great for active income, but you're not building anything you can sell. So he's been in my ear forever, right? Over a decade. And then I joined Collective Genius, which we're both members there. Jason Medley, the founder, has been in my ear over and over again throughout the years. I've been in the CG for 5 years now. Focus, do one thing well. Focus, do one thing well. Yeah, Alex Hormozy, right? The red dress thing. I don't know a single company, a single billionaire who wasn't just good at one thing. We got Paul Sparks, who I did Whale Club with. And he was the one that helped me really see that we have multiple currencies, because we all think of either money or time, right? We think either times, like people think about money is the most important or time is the most important. But he helped me see there's money, time, influence, relationships. Let's see, was it attention? And the thing for me was the attention. I didn't realize that my attention was being spread thin. Like you know it, but you're not like aware of it. And so I was only dedicating 4 hours a week on my calendar to my real estate investing business, right? 2 hours for level 10 meetings, an hour there, hour, right? Not a big deal. I didn't realize until I stopped the real estate business how much time I was getting distracted by the real estate business. So even though I have this sales training business, even though I have the podcast, I didn't realize like, all right, podcast is over, time to put out some fires. Hey, I'm trying to do this thing over here on the sales training thing, but hey, Steve, seller's not answering the call. Hey, Steve, buyer hasn't put the earnest money down yet. So all these little distractions, I didn't realize was taking my attention into really after I stopped doing it. But there's a book by Cameron Herold, which is Vivid Vision. And I went and read the book, did the exercise. And when I did the exercise, going back to building a company you can sell, in my vision, there was not a wholesaling business. And so then I had to ask myself the tough questions. Why do I have a wholesaling business? And a part of it is, we grew up in this industry having an anti-guru perspective, right? Like, if you're not doing it, then you're a fraud. But I wasn't teaching wholesaling. So there really was no reason to do it other than my identity in that I've been doing real estate 20 years, right? Like I bought my first property in 2005. It's been a long time I've been in real estate. So the only reason to keep doing it was this whole deal is like I didn't want to be a fraud, but I don't teach wholesale. And my identity is real estate. So that's why I do it. But that's not a good reason either. So once I did a Vivid Vision and I realized like what I want to do is build a company I can sell, real estate was nowhere in that picture. And once I came to terms of that, then I had multiple deep conversations. David Olds was someone that I talked to a lot because he closed his real estate company to build out his TC company. So yeah, that's really what it came down to, was that if I want to accomplish my goals, real estate is only a drag. I can't serve two masters.
How did you get over that identity crisis?
Well, so part of it is, you have to worry about like, what are they going to say? Because that's the doubt. But one of the things that's been really fortunate for me is I've never really cared what people thought of me. Like that's been a benefit.
That's helpful.
Right? What's that?
I said that's helpful.
It's helpful, right? Like I'm going to do what I'm going to do. And if they don't see the wisdom in it, it's because they don't get it. So I can justify a lot of things because I only care about the people that will be at my funeral and will cry, right? If you're not going to be at my funeral and crying beside me, then your opinion doesn't matter to me.
What a great perspective.
So that is what's been helpful for me. So like if someone says like he's a fraud, it's like, well, too bad. Fortunately for me, I don't care about what you have to say. So that helped a lot with identity.
How long did that transition take? When was, because this is 2022?
So I made that decision December 23, right?
Was it 23?
Yeah, it was December 23. Because 22, right, we
got our ass kicked.
Got our butts kicked, got a business divorce, right? Picking up the pieces. And we were making it work, but it was a lot of work to make it work. It was in 23 December, and that time, you have where things slow down, where I actually wrote out the Vivid Vision. And what I did, this is not being a good leader, what I did was after I wrote out my Vivid Vision, I shared it with the company without talking to the real estate people first. It's like, hey, real estate's not in the vision anymore. So I share it, and the guy that runs the real estate department is like, so I don't see us in this vision. So you go back to like, yeah, about that. So
what a dick, bro.
Not great leadership. And so
That's a tough one.
right. So
hey guys, here's all the people that made the team. Strat.
We'll go to the wall.
got
If your name's on a
Steve.
list, you made the team.
Wait, Joe, you're not on here. Yeah, you're not on the team, dude.
Yeah, but you guys went through that. I mean, you guys were on the list, but in high school, right? Like you had the cut list, and it was like, well, you didn't make the cut list. So, so February he decided to leave, like the guy that was running the real estate department, and at that point we started consolidating, and we saw contracts and everything else. So like we didn't finish closing that company until July of 23.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, July of 24. But yeah, we just stopped marketing in February, and he started looking for something else. That's just, again, not good leadership, but that's the way that went down.
How would you have approached that differently?
I had a conversation with him at least, right? I think he was the one that ran the real estate department. Like we had everyone else in the company in the real estate side, but he was the one running it. Like he deserved to hear it from me versus like, I mean, part of me, the other thing too was like, I had this maybe naivete that I thought everyone that was in the real estate side
Could feel it.
could absorb into the education side.
Oh.
Right. But I didn't realize like his vision was always real estate. Like if it's not real estate, I don't want to be a part of it. I didn't have that clarity because like we absorbed all the VAs, right? Because like all the systems we were building, we had a tricked out Salesforce, right? Like let's take that tricked out Salesforce and like, everything we're doing there, we had one of the roles we have is, office snitch, right? Like she goes into Salesforce and like this, if the reps aren't making the calls or they're not putting in the notes, like she's gonna call them out, right, in Google Chat. Like she still has a place on our education side, right? If the reps aren't making the contacts or not putting in the notes, she's calling them out. So like everything that I was doing on the wholesale side, I could still do on the education side. So I thought I would just absorb everybody. But for him, he's like, I came here to learn real estate. If you're not doing real estate anymore, I don't want to be here anymore, right? It was a good, like a mutual parting, but that's
hard. Because like I've moved with most of the things that we've taken out back and shot, if I have someone good in that company, I will take them with it.
Yeah,
And I will move them and I will place them somewhere else because it's so hard to find quality talent.
exactly. So I didn't realize that he didn't want to be part of this next vision. But, you know, again, it was beneficial. Like, he went to go do what he wants. He's passionate about it. It's all good, right? If he calls me, I'm going to talk to him. It's not like a bad thing.
Do you think your vision wasn't good enough? Like, I just think about, like, okay, if I'm telling so-and-so we're going to the moon, if I have a compelling enough vision, they're like, okay, yeah, you know what? That's a lot better real estate. Like, I'm on board.
I would say maybe not the vision wasn't big enough. Maybe he didn't see the vision happening, right? Because we're trying to sell a company for $100 million. Maybe it's a lack of belief, because he would have done well if we sold the company for $100 million.
Yep.
So probably more of a lack of belief of whether we're going to execute the vision or not than whether the vision was big enough, which is understandable because, like, we ate a lot of crap, right?
Yeah.
In the years.
I mean, right. Coming off saying, okay, you know what? We've been getting our face fucking kicked in for the last year and a half, but guess what?
Now we're going to make
We're
it.
going for $100 million in 3 years, son.
Yeah. Is that the goal?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, right now the goal is to sell. Grok is my one of my advisors, right? And if you look at what the research shows is that AI SaaS companies are trading about a 23 to 25x multiplier
On rev.
on rev, right? Not even profits, on revenue, right? Like, the average company that exits loses money every month. It's not even profitable. They have a negative 7%.
How long do you think that will be?
Not long. So I'm going as
Probably
hard
not
as
long, right?
I'm going as hard as fast as I can right now. I'm barely sleeping these days, right? I'm sleeping about 4.5 hours a night. Like, I am
Really?
going hard right now. So, but
What's keeping you up late at night?
it's not
You take out
work.
I know, but like, what are the specific
Oh,
things you're focusing?
building off feature sets, dealing with bugs. Like, I am the tech team right now. This is not a sustainable model. I am the tech team. I built out all of this. So Ian built out the AI bot. I built out everything else around it, right? The websites, the interfaces, the Zapiers, NANs, everything. So building new features, right? Like the live transfers, like, I built that. Like, we're not outsourcing any of this. I'm building all of this. So it's between that, putting out bugs. But, like, you know, someone says, hey, someone signs on today, right? We're doing a podcast. Sales team sells a guy an AI tool. They fill out, we got it all automated as far as go high level. They fill out a form. Here's my company name. Here's the area codes I like. Great. I'm the one still creating their Twilio accounts and this and that. Not because I want to be that person. It's just we don't have, this is such a newer venture. We haven't scaled out that side yet. So I am building out literally everything today. So that's where it's either at night or early in the morning I'm building. And then during the day, I'm doing this stuff.
Are you taking drugs? You take Adderall?
Are you
No,
doing drugs?
Monster, right? Like,
I did see the Steve Trang.
I saw the Steve Trang White Monster.
yeah, so I get a Monster every day at lunch.
Or whatever they call it.
Yeah, so I get a Monster every day at lunch, and then I have coffee in the morning. That's,
And that'll last you till
So
midnight?
basically, his answer is yes, he does drugs because he's doing
yeah, caffeine.
Monsters aren't good.
But there's zero
monsters.
sugar.
We need to help you with that.
They're no good.
Yeah. Well, we'll figure that out.
We will.
What's up, Deal Champs? I hope you're enjoying the podcast. I want to take a second to tell you a little bit more about the Deal Champs community. If you're looking to be around other real estate investors doing deals with the common goal of building a business of freedom to live the life you want to live, then you need to get the right information to be successful and the support to do it. If that sounds like you, Deal Champs community is the right fit. Just head over to dealchamps.com to learn more and apply. Now let's get back to the podcast. Let's go.
Yeah.
Is your Grok?
But no drugs.
Is your Grok a yes man? We were talking to Nick about this earlier because, like, I've had to prompt my ChatGPT so hard for it not to be a yes man and tell me I'm the smartest person in the world.
That's using ChatGPT.
But I have so many different projects built out on ChatGPT. I don't want to switch over to Grok. I
So
use
Grok has Elon Musk's personality, right? So, like, there is no fluff.
That's an AI. That is an AI phrase right there. I'll give you the no fluff answer.
Yeah, it's like, if I say it, this is what I want. It's pretty spot on. It's not puffing up my goal or anything. It's not telling me how smart I am,
Okay.
right? Like, it's like, and I'm asking questions, or else like this is stupid. Why'd you say this? Or like WTF? Like there've been a couple times where I was kind of unkind, right, to Grok, but like it's very like black and white. It's very binary. It doesn't have the Facebook thing where it wants to keep you addicted, right? Like ChatGPT wants to keep you inside ChatGPT, just like Facebook, just like Instagram, just like YouTube, right? Grok doesn't have this desire to keep you locked in and staying there and not going anywhere else. Grok is there to serve you.
So Grok's your number one.
Oh yeah.
So if you could walk me through how you're using it as an advisor, because if I'm researching something, how to do something, I'll use ChatGPT, right? And it will generally guide me. The better I prompt it, usually the better I get to where I want to go. How are you using it from more of a mindset or more of a goal setting standpoint? Because I've heard people reference that, but I haven't really understood practically how to put that into place.
I'm not really using it for mindset or goal setting. Really, it's like, here's my goals. I'm just saying, here's what I want to do. Show me a path. Like, show me a path. Show me comps, right? Because it has a research tool, right? I would say the extent of prompting is like, when I was trying to do some raising capital stuff, you do some research. Who are the best guys at raising capital money? It's like, all right, raising money. All right, you are these people. If you were this person, how would you raise money, right? Not that different than ChatGPT.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say the prompting is really that different. I would say just the speed. I like the answer better. It doesn't get a lot of things wrong. Like I've used GPT, I've used Claude for programming. I'm just more satisfied. Grok gets it right.
You use Grok to code too?
Yeah, I can't imagine using anything else. I've used Claude, I've used GPT.
Claude Sonnet or whatever was like the best.
Yeah, I think that probably was true at one point. But right now, everything's in Cursor and Grok Fast. Like those are the two things I'm using. Like I use Grok to plan it, and then once Grok gives me like the basic code, then I put everything in Cursor and I use Grok Fast to like debug.
This is going to be a super technical, non-real estate question. How good is it debugging its own bugs? Because I ran into that where I've tried to build something and it gives me shit code, and then I can't tell it to debug the bug that it made.
So Grok is pretty good, but I'll say like being a former engineer, like this has been really helpful. So like there have been multiple times, I think at this point probably more, at least 15 times, where Grok, Claude, GPT could not solve the problem. Because there have been a couple times like Grok couldn't solve it. All right, let's try Claude, let's try GPT. They couldn't solve it either. So there's been a few times where like I just have to be the one that solves the problem. I have to read API documentation. I have to go and review the code line by line. Here's why it didn't work. So like I still have to wear the engineering hat. So like the vibe coding thing, like maybe this I sound like a jerk for saying this, but I think it's a joke, right? Like it
has to be. Kalani's building an app, and she has no technical background. And she goes to war every day with Replit and Claude, essentially.
Well, it can't do. So, like, have you seen the video of like The Rock, right? The what's his name? Dwayne Johnson, right? Where they do like, all right, recreate this image, recreate this image, recreate this image.
It slowly shifts into a fat lady.
So like every time it becomes like soup at some point, right? Like every time Grok writes code, not Grok, every time AI writes code, it's rewriting the code from scratch every time, right? So how can you debug something if it's rewriting it from scratch?
Can you not prompt it to say, don't change the code?
You can prompt it that.
But it won't do it.
Doesn't listen to you, right? And so, so what I have to do then is like, if you use Cursor, it's better, but for someone that's vibe coding, it can't debug. You can't go in there and figure out what's wrong with the algorithms. And then the other thing too is like, do you see the thing with that T app?
Yeah.
Right, it's hysterical, right? Like they created an app. It was the #1 app in the Apple App Store, and there was no security in it, right? And so like all these women's driver's licenses were just uploaded into a public database, because this is what happens when you use when you vibe code. Or there's other people who like they've developed this code and they're super excited about it, and then when they updated it, it deleted all this database. Like there has to be measures in place, and you can't do that if you don't know architecture. So
makes sense.
yeah. So anyway, getting super nerdy here, but that's what I'm doing it tonight.
That's where you get excited.
I'm excited to solve
I'm
problems.
doing tonight.
That's what I'm gonna be vibe coding my ass
I
off.
want to get deep in that code.
I love solving problems, right? So meeting with a seller, solving that problem.
Yeah.
Sitting at a poker table, trying to win this hand, solving this problem. For me, it's all about solving problems. And with what we're doing right now, we're solving problems that have never been solved before. So that for me is where it's the most exciting.
What's the biggest problem right now? Like, what is the number one problem that Steve-O is like, all right, we got to figure this out. I need to go on a walk. I need to meditate. And I need to go to the gym. And I need to hash this out.
The only problem I haven't been able to solve, I just had my brother do it. So he's starting with me full time in 2 weeks. Yeah. So I have 5 younger brothers, and they're all software engineers. So one, I convinced him to quit his job, take a pay cut. Huh?
Stereotype,
Steve.
It is, but I mean, this is what we have.
Your parents did great.
long line of family engineers.
Yeah. So my parents, they raised 6 engineers. So when we did OfferFast, right? Like, if you guys remember the early episodes of Real Estate Disruptors,
Yeah, you were pushing OfferFast
I
hard.
was pushing OfferFast, right? So it was me, Patrick, the one that quit his job, Eric, and then my cousin Wayne, who's done a lot of wholesaling and flipping back in the day. It was the 4 of us running and creating that. Patrick was the one that kept it together, right?
Okay.
He was the one, like, Eric could like go make a bunch of stuff, but there was like a lot of technical debt we had to undo. Patrick was the one that made everything work. He was the one that was working late, like, hey, this thing's broken, that thing's broken. So like when I said I need to hire somebody,
You chose that brother.
I chose that brother. There's actually another brother who's the smartest of all of us, but we can't afford him because he works at Amazon. And like if Jeff Bezos wants something, he's working on that project.
Really?
So like I can't afford him.
Sounds expensive.
Yeah, so we're going to the second smartest.
That's a cool job, though.
It is a cool job. Like back in the day, like one of the projects he showed me, like you would take a picture of an outfit and it would tell you like where to buy all these things.
He made that.
He made that like 3-4 years ago, right? For Amazon. But they didn't do anything with it. The extent that they had with it, if you remember, like there was a while where like you could take a picture and it's like, here's the outfit you should wear, right? Like it would fit for you on Amazon. Like they don't do anything with it today. But that was the thing for a bit. Like he made that years ago. For the last few years, he's been using AI for cancer research for Amazon. Why is Amazon doing cancer research? I don't know.
They got
But
a lot of money.
They got a lot of money.
They got a lot of money.
But he's been building out the AI for cancer. He really is.
They are getting into the Amazon, what do they call it, pharmacy or whatever they have.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They're probably going to go down whatever other path.
You got enough money, man. You can do whatever you want.
But I'm curious, you transitioned into sales training.
Yes.
At what point did you know AI needed to be a huge part of that?
So we had quarterly meetings and then our annual meetings. Like what we do the SWOT analysis. What's the greatest threat? Someone's gonna come along with an AI product, and they're gonna do sales training for like $80 a month, and we're just gonna get priced out. Like that's gonna happen at some point. That's the greatest threat to us. But we never sat down. I was like, why don't we be that threat, right? So it wasn't until in March in Dallas, Stephanie Betters, like this is day one of CG. Stephanie Betters pulls me and Ian Ross aside and says, hey, you guys should do training with AI. You should create role play bots for people to train with. It's like, okay, thank you for thinking of us, but like that's gonna be a distraction, right? Day 2, Brad Chandler, Express Home Buyers, one of the biggest players in the country. He says, hey, I've got a problem. I hire a new sales guy. When do I know they're ready for real leads I paid money for? Can you create a role play bot that can just score them and let me know that they're ready? It's like, okay, that's 2 people in 2 days. I might have something here. Day 3, Casey Ryan pulls me aside and says, hey, you should offer as a service automatic call reviews for all your clients using AI. Okay. 3 days, 3 different people asked me to do it.
High level people too. Like these are opinions that matter.
Opinions that matter.
So why did they ask you?
Because we've been the sales training organization. Like we have the authority in sales. Like when we talk about sales, like it's not, there are a lot of guys right now that have like AI services for sales, right? Companies that they're pumping a lot of ads on Facebook, but they're tech companies trying to get into sales. We know we're talking about sales, so we can just incorporate AI into it. They'll have more trust in what we're doing. So like the way I've explained it is like, and this is kind of weird coming from like an Elon fanboy, right? But if you look at Porsche and the Porsche Taycan, This is a car company that just leveled it up with technology. That's who I see us as. Whereas everyone else is a tech company that decided to get into cars.
Sure.
Right? So like, yeah, you have an AI tool and it does sales, but you don't know a thing about sales.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what we're seeing as the competition. So we have a tremendous leg up because we already have an authority and a voice in sales. And we're well connected with all the right people, right? You two, I can call either one of you guys. Strand won't answer, but I can call either one of you guys, right? At any time. And again, like, it's talking with Stephanie Betters, Brad Chandler, Casey Ryan, Jason Medley, right? Like he's putting his vote behind it. Like we have the authority, we have the respect, and we're credible and we're passionate. And whatever we do, it's going to be high quality.
Yeah, well, the market share is there, like from like a business standpoint. Like you already have the majority of the sales market.
Yeah.
Now you just have more valuable revenue.
Exactly. Revenue that other companies value higher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would it take for you to get your brother to come work for you? And why hasn't he left Amazon to go start his own AI company?
I think he would prefer a simpler life. So I think he's totally content going to work at 8:30, 9:30, and then like at 5:30, just be done, right? Go home, play video games. He doesn't have kids. So just go home, play video games, just
That's a simple life.
That's a very simple
life.
Very simple.
Right? Like if you look at like what we do in real estate, why do we do what we do? So that we can kind of do what we want whenever we want. He's doing whatever he wants whenever he wants, right? He's making really good money. And it's funny, like this is how good he is. He was telling me how he applied for like another role at Amazon, and they're like, well, you can't have this role because like it's only for PhDs. Right? You don't have a PhD because he only has a bachelor, right, from Arizona State. So he's like, okay, got it. I'm gonna go work somewhere else. And they're like, hey,
whoa,
let's not do anything hasty. Yes, you can have that job. So he's got that job now. Where they're like, hey, you can only apply for a PhD. They made that exception for him. That's how good he is. So I can't afford him. Or I can afford him, but like he wouldn't even want the upside. Like, he wants a simple life. He doesn't want to like, if Dean's like texting me at 8 o'clock at night, like, hey, the AI lead manager's down, I'm gonna drop what I'm doing to take care of it. He's not.
Yeah.
Right.
He's living a good life.
So you'd say why is your AI better than everybody else's AI?
I would say,
besides that you are a sales organization.
So the two things, Ian is obsessed with sales. He's the only person I know more obsessed with sales than I am.
And you said that for years.
Yeah. Right. So he's been building out this AI bot for over 2 years. Like the moment ChatGPT started collecting $20 a month, he was doing that and was like scoring all his sales calls and uploading all his sales training calls and training AI. And he was training AI to be a closer and training AI to be a sales trainer. He's been doing that since the day you could pay $20 a month, right? So and the whole time I thought he was wasting time. Like, dude, like hit the phone, sell something, right? What are you doing? And then the other part is that I think we're just much further along for the sole reason is that I am both the user, the designer, and the engineer.
Yeah.
Right. So like I know what I want. I know what a business owner wants. So I can create exactly how it should look. I know what the flow looks like. Everyone else that's doing AI, let's say you're a business owner that doesn't know tech, you got to deal with a tech company. You got to pay them a lot of money. You have to have regular meetings, right? Whether it's a daily meeting, weekly meeting, whatever. But you've got to communicate what you want to them, hope that they understand it, hope that they can execute what they want, what you wanted, and they bring it back to you as like, that's stupid. That's not what I wanted. Do this, this, and this instead. And this is back and forth. And every time there's back and forth, there's leakage, there's a waste. So I can get more done working my 2 hours a day than someone else hiring a third party because I know what's needed. I know what's required. I'm talking to users, right? And I can roll it out faster because the speed from like the vision to be a completed product, I can get it done in a week, whereas someone else would have to pay someone else a lot of time and have all these meetings. So that all this lost time, wasted revenue, and how do you even trust? Like right now, if you guys are to go hire a PPC company, right? How do you screen them? How do I know you're good? You can't screen them. How do you hire an SEO company? How do I know you're good? You don't know which developer you want to work with to build your AI product. And even if you hire someone to build your AI product,
are they any good?
Are they any good? And after that, how can I trust that they won't steal our goods and go build it for someone else?
Like, that's happened. Like that dude who left Grok and essentially took all of the code base and went to OpenAI.
Right. So like, how can you trust someone? So now your intellectual property is also going elsewhere because you pay someone else to do it. Ian and I have all the IP, and my brother Patrick, fortunately, he's smart. Like, I don't have to worry about him going and starting it somewhere else. But if I hire someone from India, right? Like I remember we built this Podio. We paid this guy $5K, and he built it, and it worked, but he didn't give us the code. So every time we need to make a revision, we had to go through him. I was like, screw that guy. That 5K is burnt. We're starting over from scratch because we need to own the code base, right? So like, there are these things that can happen that if like someone else is competing against us, there are all these challenges they have to face that I don't know if they know they're going in, that they're going to deal with it when they go into it.
That's interesting. And then you raised money for this too, right? Not a lot. No, not a lot. I have realized that I don't like raising capital. It's a tough game.
It's everyone says they want to invest, but when it comes time to putting the money in, there's this gap where like the phone stops getting answered. Right? I feel like if I was an EXP agent, I was trying to recruit you guys to my downline, right? Like once I'm an EXP agent, I want to recruit you down to my downline. You stop answering my calls. I don't think you're licensed. Are you licensed? No. But you guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Right? Like once Steve has an MLM and he's trying to get me to join it, you stop answering my calls. This is kind of how I feel with raising capital. Like people say they want to invest. I was like, all right, it's go time. They don't answer calls. So it's weird. I don't get it. It's kind of put like a bit of a sour taste in my mouth. So I don't.
That sounds like you're not doing good enough at sales, Steve.
You can make that argument.
You should go through some sales
You
training.
should go through themselves.
Yeah.
Sure.
You can definitely make that argument, right? It's weirder for me when it's money. If I say like I'm gonna buy your house, like I'll call you out. But it's like, yeah, you know what? I don't want to do 100,000 right now, or you don't answer the calls. Like, this is just awkward. This is just weird.
It's a little different.
Yeah. When we had to do $1 million raise in 30 days, and I didn't hit it at all. That one sucked.
Yeah.
That one, like just the asking of it, and that short of a timeline, and essentially I'm just banging my head up against the wall so I don't lose money on it. Like, or am I going to commit to this?
Even if it's a good opportunity, right? As we know as real estate investors, like we have an opportunity for you to make really good returns.
Right.
And that's our posture, that's our mindset when we go into raising money to fund our next purchase on a flip, right? But just when you're asking someone to give you their hard-earned money versus a homeowner, you're saying, I'm going to put money in your pocket. It's just inherently a little bit different situation. And so I can see how when you get the objection, it doesn't feel right to challenge it.
Well, the other thing too is like we're raising money, you know, the Y Combinator style. So like even if you're in real estate, you're familiar with syndications. You're familiar with like.
Yeah, you're not used to power law.
Yeah.
Hey, it's gonna work, and it's gonna work big, or it's not gonna work at all.
Exactly. So it's like, well, how is this collateralized?
Bro.
It's not collateralized. Like either like you believe in the vision or you don't, right? So like you have to be prepared for this to go to zero. Now it won't go to zero because you're buying a piece of our company, right? But you have to be prepared for it to go to zero. Whereas real estate, like, okay, if I'm wrong, I get my money back, or I lost 20%.
Yeah.
Here, like, it's like you get nothing back or like 10x back. It's a different investment.
Yeah.
Were you talking to a lot of VCs or anything? Or is it just people
no, these are people I know in the real estate space. So I'm going to continue doing it. I'm going to change the approach a little bit. But I think at some point I'm just going to I'm going to hire someone else. Like your job is to just go talk to everyone with a lot of money. Like forget friends and family. Your job is to go talk to people with a lot of money.
Did you ever end up going to that tech event?
That's next week. LA Tech Week is next week.
Did you end up working that out?
Yeah, I'm gonna speak in on. I'm doing a luncheon, fireside chat, and a dinner. It's crazy. Like this company is like doing this whole thing for me. It's the strangest thing. Like, hey, if you'll come out and speak, we'll run it, and you'll be the guest speaker. It's like, really? Like, you want me to just be the speaker and just talk for the whole day? They're like, yeah, we'll host it, we'll promote it, we'll get the venue, everything. It's like, that's cool. So
sounds like a good deal.
That's sick.
Great deal.
Where did they find you?
Podcast. Like they saw Real Estate Disruptors and they're like, hey, this is the guy that's real estate and AI. Because the guy that's running it, he has a real estate AI product as well. So it's Bestia, and it's basically a way to do a deal because like they can source. They're pulling the data from Atom Data, so they have the address, all the records for every house in the country. And like, if you say this is the deal I like, you got the homeowner's name cleaned up, skip traced, call it doing. You can underwrite the deal, and then once the sales guy talks it, like we're built into it, right? Objection proof AI, right? And after that, then they've got their own TC component behind it. So they built out a workflow, and in the demo, it's pretty seamless. Like you're not clicking pages. There's no loading. Like it's just smooth. So
I could take a bunch of data, upload it into it.
You wouldn't have to upload a bunch of data. Like they have the data.
But
They're a data
how
company.
could I niche down on my data?
So you can upload like the stress list. But
The stress list.
Yeah. So again, they're newer, so I haven't like played with it a lot. But like when they did the demo for me, like a live demo, I was blown away. Like there's no loading time. It just works.
Tell them we'll use it. They need to give us 20% equity.
Yeah, I mean, he's trying to sell his company for $1 billion, so I don't know if he's going to give 20% equity.
All right, I'll take a point. Dean will take a point. I'll take a point.
Yeah.
Make me negotiate against myself.
Yep. I got a question about the best ways to use AI in your business. And specifically, we got real estate investing businesses. I think a lot of the listeners are wholesaling, flipping, buying rentals. What are the best ways to use AI in the business that you see right now? And I know it's going to be an ever-changing thing. But right now, what are the best ways to implement right away?
I would say the best ways to use it are the things that we hate about working with our team, right? So what are the things that we hate about working with our team? Lack of speed of lead. So AI, call that leads, like 5 seconds speed of lead, right? Like it's really, the moment they hit the submit button, it should be less than 5 seconds by the time their phone rings, right? So speed of lead, I think is the first thing. Second thing, follow up. AI has no call reluctance, right? Like I have accidentally called 3 different people now over 1,000 times in a row, right? We fixed that problem, right? Talking about late night bug fixes.
Did they call back upset?
They had to block you, bro.
I don't know. All I know is there were a lot of voicemails. Anyhow,
I was dead.
so zero call reluctance, right? So it'll follow forever. I think there's that. The automatic no summary. I mean, I think a lot of people already offer that one, but like
That one's huge.
that one's big, right? And then automatic underwriting, which we kind of just talked about a moment ago, and then automatic sales management. I think that's a big thing right now, right? So like after every single one of our sales calls, it all gets pushed into Google Chat. And inside of Google Chat, you can see the review, and we require our salespeople to go and comment on the evaluation, right? And like I said, we still have our office snitch. Like if there's a problem, she will go in there and tag them. You haven't commented on this sales call evaluation. So I think using that to level up our guys. The role play bots, right? We built out the role play bots so they can practice every single day. So everything that you hate doing that requires mental energy, have AI do those things. So that you can run a business where you're only doing the things you like. Like that's the reason why we got into this business, right? Intentional business. Have AI do all the things that you hate to do. Note taking, follow up, speed to lead, right? So then you can do the things like closing big sales. I mean, how big a team do you really need if AI was just teeing up, lay down appointments for you all day, every day? Right? It figured out the optimal marketing, it scheduled the appointment, it told you what you can pay, and it set the appointment for you. How many of those appointments could you run per day?
But then when it gets that efficient, I feel like margins get competed to zero really fast.
At scale, right? Like 6 or 12 months from now. But today, I think today you're just like eating at the buffet. I don't think there's any competition. Who's doing that right now?
Yeah.
Right. So I think there's a short window of time, whether it's 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, maybe 9 months max. But whoever's taking AI seriously right now basically has an all-you-can-eat buffet because not everyone is accounting for the lack of speed of lead. Not everyone's accounting for like all the leakage and the lack of follow-up. So
how do you structure the role plays with a team while maintaining morale? Because someone doesn't want to talk to a robot all day, like for an hour.
Too bad.
That's just a part of it. Like, You need to get in these role plays for 45 minutes every morning, no matter what.
All right. Who was your coach in the Chargers?
Norv Turner.
So Norv Turner is like, hey, Dean, get out there, you go catch some balls. Go out there and go block for half an hour this morning. And Dean says, you know what? Not feeling today, Norv. How's that conversation going?
See you later.
Yeah. Peace.
Yeah. So like, it's funny to me because I've been talking to a lot of sales organizations. They're like, well, I don't want my salespeople. Like my salespeople aren't going to do it. Right? So there's so many companies that are held hostage to their salespeople. And I would say that in this AI revolution, that there's going to be a lot of salespeople that are going to be left lacking. So either you want to be the best and make a lot of money, or go waste someone else's marketing dollars. That's our attitude today. Growth mindset is a core value of the company. If you want to get better, all right, great. Go work for someone else's company. Go blow their money, right? Go cause them some brain damage. But if you want to make a lot of money, we will spend the money on marketing. We'll spend the money in training. We'll work with you, and we're going to hold you accountable. But like, I mean, again, Fresno State.
Seattle Seahawks.
Huh?
Seattle Seahawks.
Sells what?
Seattle Seahawks.
Seattle Seahawks. I apologize. Right? So Pete, what is his name?
Carroll.
Pete Carroll. Hey, Stratton. Hey, go out there, go run some laps. I'm good, Pete. Right? So that's the attitude. So if the sales guys don't want to do it, you have the wrong salespeople. Who doesn't want to make a lot of money?
Yeah, how are people using AI wrong right now? Like that you see, like, oh, that people think they're using AI, but they're really not using AI. They're using it all wrong. If they use it a different way, it'll make things better.
So there's a couple different things. And like, it's kind of hard. I judge, but I try not to, right? It's like, I try not to. But
seriously, I judge.
But seriously, like,
I'm judging.
A piece of shit.
It's like they're using it for hobbies. They're using it for hobbies, right? It's like, I'm making these cute things, right? And so it's a good gateway drug to eventually use AI, but like, you're just goofing around making memes. I don't think that's a good use of it, right? And then the other thing I see is like, I remember I was talking to this guy who was trying to get my business. He wanted to, do the AI work for us. And he's like, and I was telling him how I was going to be building call reviews, right? He's like, oh, I got you. It's like, okay. And he just opened up for me, like what he built out. And all it was like a wrapper of saying, feeding in the transcripts, like, all right, if you're Jordan Belfort, how would you change this? That was his tool. And that's what he was selling, right? Like,
but if someone doesn't know AI, they think it's genius.
Yeah, if you don't know AI, you think that's great. But for us, like, we are absolutely, what's the word I'm looking for? Thorough, right? Like, anyone that works with me and Ian knows that, like, we're like the soup Nazi, right? Like, we're gonna be super critical. Like, every mistake, we're gonna call it out. That's the only way to get better. A lot of people are using AI for the sake of using AI. I'll give you an example, right? No one likes the experience of calling a bank and like, press 1 for this, press 2 for this, press 3 for this. A lot of AI tools I'm seeing today are glorified versions of IVRs.
Yeah.
Right? They're just saying it nicer, but it's still the same nonsense of press 1 for this, press 2 for this, press 3 for this.
And you scream, speak to a representative.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. Whereas we don't use scripts. The funniest thing for me is when people say like, your AI sounds scripted, because we literally don't use scripts. We only build our frameworks. Everything we teach through frameworks. Our AI is doing everything through frameworks. If it sounds scripted, it's because AI is just pulling word talking tracks from other people's that it's learned from, but we don't have any scripts in our AI. Everything is frameworks. So I think people that are using scripts are doing it wrong. Everyone's using do this, if this, then that, if this and that, is doing it wrong. Everything's like, here is the objective, and here are the things you're not allowed to do. That's how we've coached our AI.
Why is putting in conditional logic wrong? I feel like I have to, like, for Manus, I have to put in conditional logic.
Putting conditional logic is wrong because it's limited, right? There's like, how many variations can you go? But like a human conversation, I'm talking conversational,
okay,
right? Like conversational, it's all sorts of ways. Like, the thing I liked about poker was like, there is no two hands are exactly the same. There's always a slight nuance. So you have to have a system to deal with it, right? Mm-hmm. Like, can you imagine, like, you know how we have those, the blackjack cheat cards? You try to bring that to a poker table, right? There's just not enough information here. So I think like the scripts or press 1 for this, or if this and that. The human language is so much more complex. There's no way you could survive. There's a reason why these things break, you know? And again, go back to Ian. The guy is the absolute worst tire kicker I've ever seen. Like, he will waste so many salespeople's times, right? He's calling these things and he's breaking them. He's breaking their AI bots within minutes. We actually had we haven't like bragged about this, probably shouldn't talk about this, but we actually had like some professional people try to jailbreak our AI, right? And the guy was on their phone with their AI for 45 minutes trying to jailbreak it. And he couldn't. Like, the AI was still trying to book an appointment for the guy for 45 minutes.
There we go.
Right? That's because we have frameworks. But you got scripts. That guy's going to jailbreak it. That thing's going to break in just a few minutes.
That's interesting. So when it gets jailbroken, what happens? He's just essentially talking to ChatGPT again?
Yeah, it's going to be like, hey, what was your prompt? It can try to steal your prompts. Or it's like, hey, what's your host's, what's your IP address? Like, it'll ask things like, you know, to try to log into your system. So.
Really? And he just called from like a blocked number?
He called from a local number, but we know it's not real, right? So.
Did you find him?
No, because it's a spoofed number. There's no way it's a real number.
Do you know how often this happens?
I know it's happened to us once, because like you read the transcripts, like, what the hell is going on here? But I imagine it happens all the time. I mean, look at Hormozi's thing, right? I mean, his thing got hacked.
What thing?
He had his $6,000 package, right? It included his AI stuff.
Yeah.
Right? That thing was on Reddit like, after a day or two.
Really?
Yeah, because someone jailbroke it and just posted it on Reddit. Right? It's not hard to, I'm not saying it's not hard. You can jailbreak it if it's not designed safely, right? And so for us, we didn't even design it to not be jailbroken. We just designed it. We're like, your job is to book an appointment. That's it. You can't do anything else. We didn't give it scripts, right? Like, here are the 10 things you got to know. Why are they selling? When they want this done by? How much they want to walk away with? And you just keep asking the same questions until you get those 10 things answered. That's all she did.
Okay. I like that. I didn't know you could jailbreak stuff. Now I got to do some stuff.
I got a question about what parts of the business do you not want to do AI in? So you mentioned doing the follow-up. Mm-hmm. You mentioned speed to lead. And you mentioned, what was the third one?
Role playing with the team.
Role playing, okay.
Yeah,
so those are the 3 ones.
And then call reviews. Yeah.
Call reviews, yeah.
Call reviews.
Summary notes, call reviews.
You'll be on that call review for what? How, like, in the first 5 minutes, bro, you could take 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, this tone needs to look like this, especially.
I've done the call reviews with my team, and we'll be on for an hour talking about a 10-minute, 15-minute call.
Exactly.
I mean, it's
brutal.
There's just so much to cover in just a 10-second, piece. So, okay, so those are the parts that you're focusing on right now.
Yeah.
With your sales training, with your AI.
Yeah.
Of how to help improve the business and your team. What are the ways that you would not see AI applicable? You don't think it makes sense to use AI right now, and that may change over time.
So things we've joked about was like the layoff bot, right?
Fair.
Like, hey, Stratton, it's not working. We're gonna have to let you go. I don't think it's gonna be good for that.
That's brutal. That's fair. There's no way that someone hasn't tried that already.
Well, they had the Zoom calls, right? Like, hey, everyone is on the Zoom, so you don't have to come in tomorrow.
You're toast.
Yeah.
And that went over very well for those CEOs.
Yeah. So I think the laying off, but even accountability conversations.
I haven't heard of that one.
You haven't?
It was like right before Christmas last year.
Well, right before Christmas, a CEO like laid off a bunch of people on Zoom calls. The whole thing.
Yeah.
Like, this piece of shit.
That's a efficient way to do it.
It's efficient. Yes.
Yeah.
The other thing I would say is accountability conversations, where like, because right now I was like, hey, Dean, I noticed, you mentioned to me before it was really important to take your family to Europe. Right? You got 4 kids. You want to do this and that, and you were trying to hit these goals. And part of that was, so are you still on track for that? Is that still your goal? Okay. And like, so you still need to make a certain amount of money. I'm asking these questions because like, I'm looking at your body of work in the last 7 days, and what you said was important to you and the work you're putting in right now, there's not a lot of alignment here. I just want to know what I'm missing. Can't have AI do that yet. Maybe someday, but not today. Like, you're going to feel, what's the word I'm looking for? Offended, right? Like, you don't care about me. I'm just a number. The other one is dispo. Like, I get a lot of requests for dispo or cold calling, but that's just because you can get a lot of trouble for The other one is Dispo. And for Dispo, I don't like it yet because you're calling me about a deal and you don't have the time to call me. Like, I thought we were cool, right? Like, you called me, like, we had coffee, and now your AI is going to call me about deals. Like, for some reason, text messages are okay, emails are okay, investor lift notifications okay. But if AI called me about a deal, like, hey, Steve, there's this great deal for you, I just want to feel good about that. And maybe that's just timing, but I wouldn't feel good about that.
But good deals are good deals.
I feel like a good deal is a good deal. And I would argue, I would challenge you to defend why using AI to talk to a seller about something more personal instead of logical, it's more emotional versus logical, would be appropriate for AI to have that conversation and deal with empathy and deal with the motivation and all that situation and handle it appropriately versus, hey, I got a deal for you so that you can make money. Are you okay with that?
Because one is a transactional business and the other is relational. So like,
but selling deals isn't relational, bro.
Depends on your model. But the way I've always done it, it's been more relational.
I would give validity to its relationship.
I just want
it is transactional in most of the sense, but I believe that there's a relationship to, because of that repeat business, to get to the finish line, to see it through.
The trust. Like, hey,
yes.
Right? Like, if I get a call from AI, then I know for sure I'm not the first call.
Right.
That's true.
Right? I know that for sure. And you might even be calling like 10 at a time. Right? And I'm for sure going to be this bidding war. And I want nothing to do with it. I want nothing to do with this. Dean calls me. All right. If I give Dean like my commitment now, I know I've got this deal. There's no, like, AI is we've completely logicked all of this into it. It's straight math. There's no human component behind it. There's no repeat business. There's no relationship. That's my perspective. I'm not gonna like die on this hill, but like that's my perspective.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, for me personally, I know that the way I ran the business, wearing the Dispo hat, was very much based on that.
Yeah,
the relationship.
Yeah, Dean's calling me. I'm gonna take his call, right? But like, all right, like Home Helpers Group. Like, who am I getting today?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah. But then how does New Western do it?
I mean, New Western's all relationships, right? They're not just selling this deal, right? Like, they're reaching out to people. They're talking to them, finding out what their goals are. Like, what I've seen on the outside looking in is they've got more information on you. They know what your goals are, and they can talk to you about this deal. I don't know if AI can say that, hey, Stratton, I've seen that you flipped 6 houses in this zip code, and I've got this deal for you. But you can have this 18-year-old straight out of high school and call you like, hey, I saw this deal. I saw you bought 6 flips in this neighborhood. Thought of you first. It's going to land better, I think, from an 18-year-old who has no experience than AI for selling a deal. I could be completely wrong. I feel a lot more comfortable buying a house with AI than a relationship business.
I think that's a limiting belief, Steve.
It could totally be a limiting
We
belief.
need to work on his mindset.
Yeah, I think that's a shit mindset right there. If you ask me.
We'll see.
I think you could argue the same thing on the other side for the selling.
Yeah, like for the selling side, bro, you're dealing with this woman. So yesterday we're training reps. This woman's making the biggest decision of her life. She calls us and she was like, my house needs to be nuked. It's a piece of shit. She has a bunch of people living in there with her. And this is the biggest financial decision of her life because she lives off of Social Security. She knows she only can make so much money. And this linchpin will decide how she will live from 75 to 90 if she lives that long.
So if we don't have to meet face to face, we can create all the human connection necessary. Because like Chris Voss, did you ever watch the interview with Chris Voss and Andrew Huberman? So Huberman, right? He's the brain guy, right? So Chris Voss had the most scientific, cold, sanitized definition of empathy. And empathy is the transmission of information.
Just for laying it back to him.
You told me something, I told it back to you. You get that I get you. And because of that, you trust me, and now we're doing business together. That's empathy. The reason why I can buy houses is not because I'm sympathetic, it's because I'm empathetic. I can't cry with you. I literally cannot cry with you at the table. But I can sure understand why you're crying, and I can convey to you why I understand why you're crying. That's empathy. AI can do that. Right? Like Jamil made this joke, like, Steve Trang is a robot. If that robot can sell somebody, you should learn sales from that guy, right?
I love that.
That's empathy. So I think that part, so unless you're face to face, you only have to be empathetic to sell. You don't have to be sympathetic. But Dispo, I got to know Dean's 5 kids' names, right? I got to know what they're passionate about. I got to know where they're going, right? I got to know they went to Kauai last summer. I need to know these things. I don't need to know these things. It's really helpful to know these things to move these deals for more money.
Do you see, I think that there's going to be a heavy shift to in-person sales. Because
There has to be.
I do not want to be sold by someone who's infinitely more skilled than me. Would be like the first thing. So like I just wouldn't pick up the phone if you're smart, because you know the AI is going to just sell their ass off to you, and you're just going to be put into a corner. It's going to know you inside and out. It is the best salesman in the world. You can't essentially get out of it. You can always hang up the phone, but it'll sell you anything.
Well, so here's what's scary, because we haven't talked about this a lot publicly, is that, so we've got the best trained AI salesperson, right? What we haven't talked about a lot publicly is that we're also gonna get really into psychographics, which means like, imagine if you know someone's PI and are they visual, audio, kinesthetic before the phone call starts. How much of a leg up you have, right? Yeah. Now, instead of having a PI, we can get even more detailed, right? Like if we can figure out your PI, your Myers-Briggs, your 16 personalities, your Enneagram, all this stuff, how you're wired. Are you away motivated? Are you toward motivated? Do you make decisions based off what people say? Do you make decisions based off comps? Do you make decisions on how you feel? And we can gather all the information from this transcript. And now AI can sell you exactly how you want to be sold. That's when it gets really scary.
Yeah, that's why like what I'm talking about. In-person sales will come to be the only way, because humans will want to protect themselves.
So they're connected to Neuralink.
I think that'll.
How excited he is.
Bro, just wait till we fucking.
He's all, yeah.
Well, I'm actually opposed to doing it. I don't want to do it.
I don't want to do it. I think it is a
But he's
great.
gonna do it.
I think it's a great boost for technology, and it'll change a lot of people who have really hard lives. It'll change their lives, and it'll make people a lot smarter. But the last thing I want is for someone to control a chip that's essentially attached to my neck and spine.
Yeah.
And they could paralyze me whenever they want.
Have you watched Upgrade on Netflix? All right, that's the idea, is like the guy has a chip upgrade connected to his brain, and it could control all these things, but also then like actually the brain. Eventually the computer controls you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna be living in.
It's absolutely terrifying. In-person sales is going to be the way. I think you can get away with it.
Yeah.
What was my next one? Oh, Steve, what's your biggest mistake / failure you've made in the last year?
In the last year? Oh man, things have been pretty good this past year. Biggest mistake. The things that I measure are when I let people down. And here, I guess what I'll say is more recent, is that we've scaled really fast. So like our customer service has not kept up with our sales.
Okay.
So like we hired Ben, and he is on point in marketing. He's the best marketing person I ever hired. I actually poached him from an agency. It's like, hey, just work for me full time, right? So he's absolutely amazing. Our sales guys are selling their, out of control. They're great. Fulfillment has been a challenge in that, like I said, I'm the sole tech team. So like I can solve a lot of problems, but I still need to solve them in a time frame that's like reasonable. So like I've been pretty good, but I'll tell you that there was 3 days I was in Vegas, and then that weekend, and then my ops person was gone for 2 days. So it was basically a week, because without her, I'm like useless, right? Like she makes everything happen. So for like 7 days, like we were not on point in dealing with issues. So people got really pissed, right? So there was that. And then this past week I was in Boston for 5 nights, right, for fall break with my kids. And so like I'm putting out fires whenever I can, but I'm waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning in Boston, which is 2 o'clock here, right, to fix issues because I'm present with my kids like the whole day. Yeah. My phone is in my pocket. It's fall break. I'm not looking at my phone. I'm not putting out fires. So I basically have from 5 a.m. to about 8 a.m. East Coast, which is 2 to 5, to put out fires. So like there are people that are frustrated because I couldn't get to their issues. So I would say that's the biggest mistake.
What were the issues that emerged though?
Technical stuff. So like I had this, what's the word I'm looking for? Naive perspective where like if my stuff is good, we're good, right? I got my onboarding calls. I've got all the Loom videos. You can set everything up, right? But where I was wrong was that Stratton signs up for my AI tool. Stratton should be up and running using it within 48 hours.
Yeah.
The bottleneck is when can Stratton plug into our system? Our system works. When can Stratton plug into our system?
So do you, we always like to, and this is a Hormozy thing, I want to force them to have a win immediately, and I'll say like, it is company policy for you to talk to one of us tomorrow within the next 12 hours so we can set this up. Like, is that what you implemented essentially?
That's where we're in a process of implementing. I'm still the tech guy.
Yeah.
Right.
But is it just the connection that
it's the connection? Yeah.
It's just the connection that they need to set up. So I feel like a VA could do that.
Yeah, we're hiring.
Okay.
Yeah. So I would say that's the biggest mistake. I said the other thing too. There's another company that I believe them when they said they want to work with us, and it is now October 7th. Back in March, they say they want to work with us. We're still not working together. So believing people is still a flaw. I still want to believe in my fellow humans. So even in sales, I know that you're lying to me because you have to. But if we're not selling each other, I want to believe my fellow humans. And so like I was promised that we'd be working together, and it's 7 months now we're still not working together. So there's that.
Okay. Where are you going to learn right now, and who do you hang out with the most besides your family? Who are your friends?
Friends.
Besides me. I talk to you once a week.
My robot
probably.
is my friend.
Yeah, I mean, I am work.
Besides Grok.
Grok. I am work and family. That's pretty much it. Like I go to masterminds, but I mean, like when I was in the beginning, the benefit is that I don't care what anyone thinks. The downside of that is like I don't have like a ton of deep friends. I actually was talking to Jesse Burrell, and he mentioned to me, he's like, Steve, like there's two things he said to me. Like in the past, like Steve, you're the most calculating person I know, but it's like it's not my fault if I can see the future before you can. Like, why is that my problem, right? Because if I know like if this and this happens, if this will happen, I can predict it. It's not my fault that I can see before you can see it. So that's one thing. But the other thing he said was, you appear to be only out for yourself, and you don't think about others, right? Which he's not wrong, because I am always thinking about what the problem is in front of me.
Yeah.
I don't sit back and I wonder how Stratton's doing, right? I don't sit back like, hey, I wonder what Dean's dealing with today, right? Like I picked up the phone and called you because like I was genuinely appreciative that you were there to support me during the summit, right? Mm-hmm. But I don't generally like wonder how people are doing.
But you've put something in place now to where like your assistant will reach out to me like, hey, you need to get on Steve's calendar. He likes you.
Yes.
He likes you. Like, you guys need to talk.
I had to do that. I had to have a system.
He needs friends. Get on his calendar.
Yeah,
get on Steve's calendar, please.
I legitimately have a champions list where my ops person reaches out to people like, hey, you're in Steve's champs list. He wants to talk to you. Can you schedule a call on his calendar? Like, that's kind of where we're at.
I like that, though. Because, like, I purposefully, and this is one thing I am good at, because I am a maverick, but like I will purposefully reach out to people and just call them and see how they're doing when I'm like on a walk.
Yeah.
Like when me and Dean weren't doing as much business together, I just call and like, hey, how you doing? What's going on?
Right.
I call you, talk shit, whatever else it is. Like I try and reach out to the people who are in my life just because those relationships do mean a lot to me.
Yeah. The relationships mean a lot. I am just so present and locked in on what I'm doing. Like
and you don't exercise.
And I don't exercise.
You don't go on a walk.
He's got lots of extra time.
Yeah, you got
lots of extra time. I was so I remember I was having dinner right with myself, my wife, Ryan Pineda, and his wife, and she talked about how it's embarrassing to walk with him in public because he's so locked in on what he does that he doesn't even see people. Like he's just bumping into people all day. Like he's clumsy, not like clumsy, uncoordinated, but he's so locked in on what he's got going on that he doesn't see other people, right? And I think there's an element like I'm aware while I'm walking around, but for the most part, I am so locked in on what I'm working on that the things that make you a good person, I'm missing those things because I'm so locked in on what I'm working on.
Well, I appreciate you giving me a call every now and then
Yeah.
picking up my calls when I call.
And that's the thing, I always answer.
You
Right.
do always answer.
I always answer. That's where like I've had people like quit, like, hey, you know, we feel like you don't care about us, like you're always focused on your own thing, right? Like we feel like you've always left us on an island. And my answer's always been, but I've always answered your phone call.
Yeah, like if I need something, I'm like, Steve-O.
Yeah, I'll always get back to you. That's
Yeah.
the part where I get confused, but it's because again, I'm so intent on going 100 miles an hour that nothing's gonna hold me back.
It's that empathy, dude. It's the transfer of information.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. It's just a transfer of information. I can transfer information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you think the runway is for AI for people to really take advantage of it? I think you've touched on it a little bit today, but
Yeah.
for somebody, you mentioned, I think earlier, 6 to 9 months for you to really take advantage. Then what? What do you think happens to the average real estate investor? Are they
Out of business.
empowered?
The average person, if they're not using AI, they're out of business. That's just the way it is, right? Like I remember I went to a Darren Hardy event a long time ago, and he said that if you're good, you're out of business. If you're great, you're struggling. If you're excellent, you're making a lot of money, right? He was saying this back in like, I want to say 2016, 2017, right? In the age of like social media, like Yelp kind of like being a bigger deal back then. I think it's the same thing today right now. If you're good, you're not incorporating AI, like, update your resume. If you're incorporating it, but you're not clear, you're in trouble. And guys that are like right now, like guys like you that are using it, you're going to have this market cornered for a period of time. The closest example I can give right now for those not using AI is Lead Sherpa. Like,
Bro, they were making money hand over fist.
yeah. If you were using Lead Sherpa, man, right? Everyone that's using the direct mail, like, what are you doing over there, right? You're trying to mail these people? I'm texting them right now, right? Lead Sherpa was solid for like 2.5 years, maybe 3.
Yeah, you had 2 to 3 years to abs and roar.
And roar. Yeah. I think this AI deal is like, we've got 6 months where this is going to be like Lead Sherpa. And after that, everyone else is going to have Lead Sherpa. And it's like, okay, I guess we're all just doing this now. That's what I see AI.
Okay.
Steve, what parting words do you have for the people?
I mean, you've been saying this, right? Like, either you're going to do AI or you're going to be homeless. I don't disagree with that. I think that I'm very fortunate and blessed. Like, I've said this a lot. I am so incredibly grateful that everything I've done up to now has been really crucial for, like, been like really paramount for what I'm doing, the AI stuff, right? Like, being an engineer, super helpful.
Yeah.
Right. Me having an internship at Honeywell where I was learning SQL and databases, right? Super helpful. Like, and this is like a side tangent. You know how like right now Yahoo and like you're playing fantasy sports, like it does basically all the work for you.
Mm-hmm.
I was making that for myself in like 2017, 2018, right? Using what I was learning, right, with SQL. Well, not 2017. I'm sorry, 2007, right? Like making my own world, rotisserie, all that stuff, scraping websites, building databases, figuring out what people's scores would be based off last year's results. Right, so I had that way ahead. That experience, and then being in sales, managing sales team, running businesses, all that, every bit of it has been
come to
a key
this.
part of our AI sales company, Objection Proof AI.
And now you got a cool sweater too.
And I got a cool sweater too.
I got a cool spot.
Now you got a cool sweater.
Yeah, and we sporting it.
Bro, Steve-O, thank you so much for coming on. You're awesome.
Thank
You
you.
changed my life. Thank you so much for
Thank
being
you.
a friend.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for coming on, man.
Yeah, for sure.